Big Mitch.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Come on, baby. Baba. The Mitch Twitch AllBall conspiracy in full effect. They're trying to credit other people. I seen this. I said, you ain't fooling me. But you could try. I don't mind.
Is it from, I guess, the way you've traditionally shot free throws? I feel way more comfortable. Getting my elbow up under it, getting it up in the air a little more. Yeah, it's been great. Like 26 minutes, is it from, I guess, the way you've traditionally shot free throws? I feel way more comfortable. Getting my elbow up under it, getting it up in the air a little more. Yeah, it's been great.
That face looked like he doing something on purpose. That nigga looking like, yeah, y'all niggas keep playing and look. Yeah. Keep not giving me the rock. I keep bricking these shits. That's the face right there.
Oh, look at our guy, Dorgosaurus. Every starter should apologize to Mitch for losing his brilliant game. Thank you, Dorgosaurus.
I told Dorgosaurus the other day he should never talk about basketball again.
They're crediting the new shooting coach for the Knicks, Peter Patton, for helping out Mitchell Robinson with his free throws after he helped Josh Hart with his shooting form. And Peter Patton, it's a big name now because he was been on several teams. Last team he was on was the Chicago Bulls, and I pulled up this stellar information. Chicago Bulls fired Peter Patton on April 2025. That was this season, primarily due to philosophical disagreements with the front office, specifically executive vice president of basketball operations, Arturas Karnisovas. The team did not provide a detailed explanation. Reliable reports and insider sources highlighted several specific factors leading to the dismissal. Clash with the management. Reports indicated that Patton was let go because he voiced unwanted opinions to leadership. Sources described him as a coach who would shoot from the hip and speak his mind. Sounds a little CP3-ish. Insiders suggested that while Karnisovas solicited staff opinions, he preferred those that align with his own, leading to friction with Patton when Patton offered dissenting views. But here's the kicker. Player and locker room reaction. The firing was reportedly unpopular, very unpopular with the players. Core members of the roster, including Kobe White and Patrick Williams, were said to be pissed at the decision. Patton was highly respected for his work as the shooting guru and was credited with several young players improving their jump shots and offensive efficiency. So the move was widely criticized by analysts because the team had actually improved at the specific areas Patton managed during his tenure as a director of player development. The Bulls saw improvements in three-point shooting, volume, accuracy, making the firing appear to be personal or political rather than performance-based. And as of right now, AllBall, can't wait to hear what you got to say about this guy who the players hold in favorable fashion, and his previous employer dismissing him for having opposing point of views. But I have a feeling you have a different point of view on Mitchell Robinson's shooting success as of late.
So y'all telling me what's his name? What the double P's? What is it? Not
Peter.
I was about to say Paula Patton. Lord have mercy.
Peter Patton. You know the nigga name.
His cousin, her cousin, Peter Patton.
Whatever.
Peter Patton, Peter Parker, whoever he is. He did not help Mitchell Robinson in one day. Let's cut the fucking jokes. Excuse my language. I'm going to say it again. Peter Patton has nothing to do with what Mitchell Robinson did the other night. That was purposely done. You do not go from shooting 68% to 18%. You can't shoot 18% on purpose if you wanted to. I've been telling y'all, Mitchell Robinson is doing it purposely. In that little interview in the locker room, his whole facial expression, his whole demeanor tells it all. I'm from New York City, man. I know body language. That body language is, give me the fucking ball. I work hard. I'm the best defender on the team. I'm the best rebounder on the team. We got another 7-footer that don't rebound how he's supposed to. I'm the best offensive rebounder in the game. Let me touch the ball. Regardless of how y'all feel about if I'm terrible when I got the ball in my hand, let me touch the ball. Throw some lobs. Let me make some passes. Don't just have me out there working all this hard. And if y'all gonna do that, no problem. I'm gonna brick these motherfucking free throws. It may sound messed up. It may sound wrong, but it's my opinion. I think Mitchell Robinson is doing it purposely. And it's no coincidence. One of his best games we've ever seen offensively, he hits his free throws. So I understand Mr. Patton is a good shooting coach, but to say he fixed Mitchell Robinson in one game, and Mitchell Robinson had the nerve to say, I just up under the elbow and got, bruh, he been in the league long enough, and I'm going to repeat again. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not debating with Flea tonight over this. I'm not doing none of that. You cannot go from 68% to 18%. Mistake. It doesn't happen. So for me, I think Mitchell Robinson is really doing this on purpose. I think he's trying to prove a point to the Knicks. I think, in all seriousness, we talk about the Knicks. We talk about the big three, the big four. It may be a little jealousy in the locker room with the Nova Knicks. Some guys get left out when, certain names come up. When we talk about the Knicks, we all know the names. Brunson, Cat, Bridges, Hart, OG. Everybody love Deuce.
Brunson named him when they won the cup. Brunson specifically named him when they won the cup.
Right.
Go ahead.
See, this one I know I'm doing something right. When I get a reaction out of him, listen,
Yo, man, go ahead, man.
His name is Flea, not him.
Go ahead, OG.
I never interrupt none of y'all ever.
Go ahead, OG.
Go ahead, OG. He's trying to listen. Lie after lie after lie.
Go ahead, man.
I know when I got my two brothers' panties in the bunch, it's about to be 2-on-1 up here, Paul. Look, I told y'all, I'm not arguing with Flea tonight. I'm not doing it.
All right.
I don't care what Brunson names him. Mitchell Robinson, my opinion. Look at my brother. Look, I told you, I got now. Put me on the screen. Don't put me by myself. Get out of here.
He said what he named him. No, he called this. He shouted him out. He didn't name him.
His name.
Hey, Flea. Tell him sometimes when you put me on that regular screen, like you put me in a corner. Stop doing that, man. I'm just joking.
The producer's producing.
He's up in his production.
Right.
You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing.
Cam voice, producer.
I think Mitchell Robinson feels he gets slighted sometimes. And I mean, he has a right to feel how he feels. If we expect Mitchell Robinson to be the difference maker, the game changer, if we expect him, as Fabian says, to guard 1 through 5, we see the great defensive plays that he makes. And we expect him to be the best rebounder on the team, damn near the only rebounder on the team, because it seems like Indian Cats rebounds don't amount to shit. They never important. It's never an important offensive rebound. It's never an important defensive rebound. Look at your man. Look, see, I'm just saying. If Mitchell Robinson,
oh my God,
Saturday,
no offensive rebound is important. This guy's on fire.
If we expect all this from Mitchell Robinson, he should at least be able to get 2-3 plays a game ran for him. We have guys that don't know how to lob the ball, that don't know how to throw the alley-oop. So for me, I think Mitchell Robinson, I'm not saying he has the right to miss free throws on purpose. I'm not condoning that. But he has a right to feel some type of way as far as like, listen, man, I'm working hard. Give me the ball. Let me touch the ball. So I really feel like when we always talk about the Knicks, that's Mo right there, right?
Yes.
The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant, the exquisite. Mo was in the building. What up, Mo? Fellas.
Mo, what up?
Come on, y'all. Yo, come on. That's the second what up, bro. We're like,
damn, I said what up. God damn. I just wanted to make sure that you heard I said what up.
Yo, damn, Mo, don't fall for this nigga. For this nigga shit, man. Yo. Lord have mercy. I couldn't even finish my shout out. What up?
Yo, Flea, you got Goldie all worried, man.
Yeah, listen.
It's nasty.
Goldie ain't never been this worried. This shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
What up, Mo? Everybody, fellas, I know the drill, man. Put a hearts up there, high wave, a thumb, man. Respect to the ladies. But Flea, I'll let you cook. All seriousness, I think Mitchell Robinson does at times feel some way. I think he does get left out when we talk about not from us, but from the basketball world. We always praise and rave about Brunson. Everybody still raves about Cat. But it just seems like at times Mitchell Robinson's name gets left out. And to real basketball people like us, Mitchell Robinson might be one of the most important guys on the team. And I don't think he gets enough praise. He doesn't touch the ball. And I think at times he feels like, okay, if that's what y'all going to do, I got a trick for y'all asses. And I really do think he be breaking them shits on purpose. Because once again, you cannot go from 68% to 18%, and then in one game, your free throw shooting gets fixed. I'm not going for it. So I'm not saying he's right. But listen, we need to start treating Mitchell Robinson with a whole lot more respect because we see what he is capable of. And I agree with Flea. I'm not saying we have to dump him the ball on the post. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying why can't we run 2-3 plays that's solely for Mitchell Robinson just to boost his confidence and make him feel good? Like I said, roll to the basket or a fucking legit lob. Let him go up there and get it. Let him feel like he's part of the guys because I'm going to be honest, at times it just feels like it's Mikal, OG, Brunson, and Hart, and Cat. And then I think Mitch gets left out. So, yeah, I think he's doing that shit on purpose, Flea. Yes, I do.
Great comment here from 3 times. I can't remember the player that told the story, but a Pistons player once said that Ben Wallace wouldn't get involved with the game plan unless he touched the ball early in the first quarter. I think I remember that being something in the finals also against the Lakers, that when the Pistons played them, they were running actions for Ben Wallace like the elbow, and he hit like a shot, and I was like, for real, we're doing this? But to AllBall's point, the Twitch Mitch is still in effect, Flea. Do you believe this story?
So we heard this before. This has been done before. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No problem. It's the first time you did that. Don't let it happen again.
It never happened again.
Please. The shooting coach, Peter Patton, obviously worked on Josh Hart's 3-point shot and was bricking all season before he started helping him out. The Chicago Bulls players, Kobe White, a star on the Chicago Bulls, was disgusted with this reportedly. And it's a beef between Peter Patton, the shooting coach, and the player development coach in the front office in Chicago. And the Knicks were glad to hire him after Josh Hart requested a shooting coach, and Mike Brown obliged and got Peter Patton over here. And, what are your thoughts on this and, AllBall's conspiracy?
I mean, I think OG is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Let me just start there. I think he is. I've been quiet. I ain't say that. He got upset with me. I stepped in there. I want to let him finish his thought, but I think he's absolutely ridiculous. So hold on. Couple things. You put emphasis on the fact that at one point Mitchell Robinson shot 68% from the free throw line, and it just started to slowly decline over the last couple of years. Let's be honest with ourselves. Mitchell Robinson hasn't been available the last couple of years to really be out there, to get any kind of confidence, to get any kind of rhythm, to be comfortable at a skill that he's not even good at. So you want him to you want him to be out there and maintain the 68% from the free throw line when he's not even on the court over the last 3 to 4 years long enough to get comfortable, work on his shot. Like I think we're being a little ridiculous right now. I think that he is not that good of a free throw shooter, which is why it declined over the years. It didn't help because he wasn't on the court. So you're not even practicing that shit. All you worried about is rehabbing and staying healthy enough to get on the court. Sometimes you get back on the court, you're fat. Sometimes you look fat, right? It's about time Mitch is in shape, but sometimes he comes back looking fat. So, he never gets an opportunity to practice free throws. So I think the decline is fair. What else did my OG say? Because there was some points that he touched on. So you mean to tell me Peter Patton just came in one day and fixed his his free throw shooting? These niggas go, me, you, Anthony Anderson, Barack Obama, our kids, all these niggas go to lethal shooter and become lights out shooters overnight. And all this shit comes out, all this kind of footage. Everybody goes to lethal shooter, right? And everybody is a knockdown shooter when they go to lethal shooter. So you're telling me a social media phenom grabs the most doodoo niggas on the court ever that can't shoot worth shit. They are shooting shots and hitting shots out of nowhere, and all he's worked with them on is about 4 to 5 hours. We're saying that Peter Patton, the actual shooting coach, can't come in and help the guys shoot better. That's what you're saying right now? Come on. Like, no, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. This dude actually is working on his free throws. All I'm saying is do it again, Mitch. You got niggas gassed right now. Do it again, Mitch.
Was that
shoot 6 for 8? Shoot 6 for 8 from the free throw line again, Mitch.
Hold on. Last time you told somebody do it again, what happened?
That was Brunson. That was Brunson.
Just ask a question. I'm not here to be facetious and nothing. I'm just asking questions.
I'm just saying.
I don't even know if that went with what I was supposed to be saying. If
I didn't like that fire, we wouldn't be sitting here right now, smiles, champions of the cup, right? But anyway, Mitchell Robinson, do it again, nigga. Mitchell Robinson, do it again. Stop the nut. Do it again, nigga. Shoot 70% from the free throw line for the rest of the season. How about that? Do it again.
So AllBall uncovered the Twitch Mitch conspiracy theory and Flea Rehab Jalen Brunson's performances in New York. Knicks Rehab is amazing. I tend to agree with AllBall, man, because
look at his face. Look at my brother's face, man. Flea, we got your ass today.
There's no way you can tell. And here's the other point. Why would we want a nigga on our team that is purposely missing shots because he's not touching the ball? You want to be a championship team. Now, all seriousness now. Hold on. Because you niggas want to laugh like a joke. Hold on a second. Why would you want a nigga on our team when his sole skill is rebounding the basketball and playing defense? All he got to do is touch it every now and then, cool. But you're okay. If your conspiracy is right and accurate, and Fabian is about to double down on it, before you do, question, y'all want a nigga like that on our team?
Yes, get him the ball.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, just 10 seconds, 20 seconds maybe.
All right.
We know what he's capable of. We know what he can do. We've seen it for how many years now? And Flea, you're right. Yeah, he's injury prone. But this season, he started out the beginning of the season playing.
And he's going to gain, he's going to gain the respect of whoever it is that you think that's not talking about him. You don't think the players understand how valuable he is? You don't think the coach understands how valuable he is?
You want me to be honest?
You're talking about the masses right now. The masses are going to start to fall in love again with Mitchell Robinson because he's doing what he's supposed to do. Be out there. But if you're not out there, how can we be mad?
I'll let Fabian go, but just response. The coaches understand how important he is, but if you want me to be honest, I don't think the players understand how important he is. That's just my honest opinion. I really don't, Flea. I really don't.
He just got lob after lob yesterday.
That's one game.
It's been after lob.
How many games he played?
Cool. Okay, cool. He put himself in a position to play well last night. Do it again, nigga. Do it again. Put yourself in the spot again. To even sniff at 21 points.
Forget the 21 points, right? Because I know that's not going to happen again. What he does it every night. They don't give him the ball. They miss out on 2-3 lobs a night with him. Every game we play, Flea, they miss out on 2-3 lobs. We watch it and see it.
Listen,
hold on. So you think
the reason you're getting paid? If the reason you're getting paid is to rebound, block shots, and play defense, and be the anchor out there, go do what the fuck you getting paid for. Miss me with I gotta touch it. Okay, you gonna touch it, but don't tell me he's out there missing free throws on purpose. Stan Van Gundy, a longtime head coach, said, "I don't give a fuck if at any point if he's in the game, I'm fouling him and putting him to the line. At any point." So you mean to tell me that if a coach on any team in the league right now, if we get into a playoff series where we really need him, And because in game 1 and game 2, he didn't touch the rock. Now we in game 3 and they doing Hacker Mitch. He's going to miss free throws on purpose because he's mad he didn't touch the rock. Get the fuck off my team. Get away from me, nigga. I don't give a fuck how good you are. Get away from me. That's how I feel about that. That's insane. Do what you get paid for. Everything else is whipped cream and butter. Are you kidding?
He does, but
Nah,
he does.
man.
He
Hell
on,
no.
But he does.
Hell no.
He does what he does. Like he does it well. You say do what you do, what you get paid for.
I'm going with your theory, though, OG.
Okay, right. But what you're saying is not making sense to me because you're saying do what you get paid to do. He does. Anytime he's on the floor,
no matter what.
Does.
No matter what.
But he does,
whether you're gonna touch it, or not, you should be out there contributing. Jalen Brunson didn't have legs last night. We like to call Jalen Brunson a superstar. We like to throw this word superstar out here. When a guy don't got legs, right? A superstar level player doesn't have legs. You got to do some other things to affect the play. Like other superstars, when they don't got it, they're going to do some other shit. Bean, 6 for 24 in game 7 of the finals. Okay, I'm going to go get rebounds because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. All I'm saying is that do what you do. How you affect winning and what you affect do it. No matter what. No matter what. You're not a superstar level player. If we don't work you into the offense, I don't see how you're going to be out there missing free throws on purpose because you don't touch it. That's piss. If that's true, that's crazy.
Well, I like what Stack's Time and Difference said. No way Mitch is sabotaging like this during the contract year. Yes. But I also like what our guy said earlier 3 times where he's saying Ben Wallace said he was not going to join the huddle or whatever game plan proceedings before the game if he was not involved in getting the rock. As much as, yes, he hasn't played 70 games and whatever else case may be. He's a human being at the end of the day, and we've always heard that. Feed the big man. We've always heard that, and we always said that because big men like that, they can't really set their own shots up. They have to be set up. Tyson Chandler had to be set up. You don't expect no hezzy from Tyson Chandler or look over the shoulder, a pivot move. None of that shit. If Tyson Chandler didn't get the ball, they would have an issue because Tyson Chandler would not hold back. That's a vocal dude. And Mitchell Robinson doesn't seem to be a shy guy. Yes, but so does Mitchell Robinson. So does Mitchell Robinson. But I do believe, to AllBall's point, I'm fully bought in because there's no way he react. It's not just hitting the free throws because they still kind of look the same to me. Like that line drive shit is crazy. You are a professional. You know how to bend your knees and just come on, man. You look like the little Shaq toy from back in the day. You look bananas, Mitchell Robinson, but he still he looked different. He played 26 minutes, which might be the most minutes he played this year. Was he motivated? Is he healthier now? Is he in more shape? He was coming off the bench now, but after starting, playing the first 3 minutes of the first quarter, last 2 minutes of the first quarter, I think all these things factor in when you talk about your role, and now you're back as a 6th man, basically, or a 7th man, and we get to utilize you in this role. We might dump the ball off to you, but we need the players around him to get the ball to him. And it's not just AllBall's going too far with it, thinking that they're ignoring him on purpose. I just think these kind of players, Jalen Brunson's not set to do that. And now, the beginning of last game against the 76ers, Brunson was passing the ball. Against the Spurs, he was passing the ball. He looked like he's been watching Tyler Kolek. He looked like he's been inspired by Tyler Kolek for a second there. So would that help Mitchell Robinson as well? It has to. It has to. There's no way you can tell me as a man, as a human being, as a basketball player, you can't dribble. All that hezzy bullshit we've seen in the summertime, you ain't doing it in game. You're not doing it in game. But during the game, when they start feeding you the ball, you look excited. The fans are excited. They're cheering for you at the free throw line. They were cheering for Yabusele yesterday. I think, is he missing free throws on purpose? I think it's easier to miss them on purpose when you're in that mood. You're in the mode like, whatever. They're not getting me the ball anyway. I got to get my points off the rebound regardless. I suck at the free throw line. All that shit's probably playing in his head instead of just letting go and release. In that interview, it sounded like he's acknowledging that. He's acknowledging, I feel different I feel more comfortable. And again, we talking about comfort. Cat talking about feeling more not feeling comfortable when the season started. Josh Hart, all these guys talking about feeling way more comfortable with the system now, and they're playing like it. So we can sense when you're feeling confident. We could tell with the way you move. We could tell with the way you catch and shoot the rock. We can tell with Mitchell Robinson at the free throw line shooting 7 to 8. The crowd going crazy for him, going bananas for Mitchell Robinson. This, to me, after that Ben Wallace comment, if I was a deciding vote, I'm going AllBall conspiracy. The Twitch Mitch conspiracy is real. It's legit, Flea.
Well, you know what? Flea makes a great point though, and I try to have fun with it, and maybe I'm, going a little overboard, but I just feel like, us, everybody played basketball before. Like I said, whether you just played in the park, and I just know when you're not involved and not touching the ball, but you're, the best defender, you're hustling, you're getting the rebounds, and I just feel like sometimes with our Knicks, Mitchell Robinson gets left out. And I just feel like maybe sometimes he feel like he's not one of the guys. Like I said, we see the relationship the Villanova guys have. We know, Cat, the guy making the big money, things of that nature, right? We already know OG got the max. We know the love dudes get when he hit the shot. Dudes, like, we know all that. A guy like Mitch, no disrespect, he doesn't get none of that. So I just feel like his mindset is, and I like what Fabian said, okay, maybe not missing on purpose, but just up there and just your mind is like, man, fuck this shit. Because it's like, yo, how do y'all expect me to do all this? And y'all don't even attempt to look my way. And like I said, I see at least 2-3 times a game where they miss him on the law. And I'm not saying it's purposely, but it's like, yo, they don't even look his way. So for me, I don't think it's far-fetched. And, with that Ben Wallace thing you just said, it just goes to show that that shit does happen. And you wouldn't even expect to hear that from a guy like Ben Wallace. We all praise Ben Wallace. So to hear that from a guy like that, just imagine the guys today that, my opinion, don't love the game and is not in love with the game as guys used to be. So I don't see it far-fetched that a guy like Mitch is just out there like, yeah, I'm going to do my job, but get up here. If I make him, I make him. If I miss, I miss. Bunk it. I really think at times he does it, I flee. Is he wrong for that? Hell yeah. And you made a great point. Would you want somebody like that? Like you said, if it's in the playoffs, and I agree with you. But listen, my opinion, we have a point guard, we have guys that are professionals. I make a great example with the Hart and Clint Capella. Listen, we can say what we want. Harden made sure Clint Capella was going to get him 2, 3, maybe 4 lobs a game. And to me, that makes your big men just work that even more harder for you, Paul. So I just feel that, Mitch earns the right to at least touch the ball 2, 3 times. And I'm not saying give him the ball on the ISO. I'm not saying watch him post up. But it's too many times I see him run to the rim or roll to the rim, hand up, or it's right there. They don't even throw that shit up. And if they do throw it, that shit is horrific. So, I mean, I'm still going with the conspiracy. He's doing that shit semi on purpose.
Flea, are you convinced?
Nah, the nigga don't work hard enough on his game for me to think he doing something on purpose or not. I just think he can't shoot free throws. There's nothing about Mitch's game that's gotten better. Like, he's been the same guy since he came in. That's exactly why we got him. Tall, lanky, rebound, block shots. And that's what he's done. Nothing about his game has gotten better. So I don't think he's a guy that works on his game. So he wouldn't be a guy that I would look to give the basketball to, whether he's big or not. I think Mitch has a unique skill. And I think if we are talking about winning the championship, we got to have selfless guys on the team. Like guys that are not going to be worried about where they show up in the box score. And if Mitch at this point in his career, he's a homegrown guy. So you mean to tell me so we done brought all these new guys in and over this and over that. And at no point did we get rid of Mitch yet. We've had different management, we've had different coaches.
They didn't want him. We tried, Flea. They didn't want him.
At no point. It hasn't been done though. Has it been done? Whether you tried or not, a billion niggas tried to get, but billion niggas done got
Flea,
traded.
be fair, Flea. We tried, Flea.
What are you talking about? So what? What I'm saying is he's a homegrown guy. So what type of love you looking for from this nigga? Why would I reward a nigga? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, you said.
I'm saying, why would I?
You said we as much as we love or whatever, we didn't we didn't get rid of him or trade him. We tried, Flea. Minnesota didn't want him in the package.
Boom. So he's here. So he's here. He's still here. He's still being utilized. He's still a factor. So okay, so what? Okay, we tried to trade him. We tried to trade a bill. Everybody almost gets traded. What I'm saying is he's still here. He's a homegrown guy. We drafted him. He's been through a couple of different regimes. All I'm saying is that I don't see him as a guy that's worked on his game. I don't care about give the big man the ball. You know what the big man usually does? Works on his game. Works on his game enough that I say, you know what? I could give him the ball because he's working. This guy has a unique skill set. What? Rodman was worried about getting the basketball? Was he ever worried about getting the basketball or touching it?
I'm
asking a question.
No, Flea, no.
So why can he contribute to multiple championships off of that skill set? But Mitch excels at that skill set, and we worried about him missing free throws on purpose because he don't touch it.
We made that exact comparison the other day. Dennis Rodman is not a lob threat. He wasn't a lob threat. That wasn't his role.
So because he's a lob threat, he got to touch. Well, in real time, this shit is happening. So I don't even know why we even, to be honest, even having this conversation. It's been happening over the last few games. He's been touching it around the rim.
And he's been hitting his free throws, Flea. That's all we're saying. It's just a mighty coincidence. 7 of 8 from the field, 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Those are the facts.
That's comfort. That's being out there. That's working on your shot. We're talking about one of the best shot coaches in the league coming inside. That's not missing on purpose. If he's missing, like I said, I'm standing on that. If he misses on purpose, get the fuck away from my team. I don't want that type of dude.
So let me ask you a question. I
wouldn't want to play with nobody like that.
Okay, understandable. But let me circle back to the original question. Okay, Peter Patton. Where was this help with Mitchell Robinson the whole season? If he helped Mitch so much. Y'all telling me he helped Mitch one game? To me, that's impossible. Where was Peter Patton? Or whatever. Where was this with Mitch at the free throw line all season?
Like, why now? Yeah, I agree with that.
What did I originally say? Do it again. If he could hit free throws now, let's see for the rest of the season.
Right.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're right, because he started the season off 8 of 33, and he was, 7 of 8 the last 8 attempts. But it is interesting to see, did he refuse the help from the guy that they requested to help players should have a better form on their shot? Did he refuse
giving Mitch a lot of credit? He looks so unserious. He's an unserious country nigga. He don't even y'all be giving that nigga a lot of credit, like he's real cognizant of what the fuck is going on.
Hold on a second. I disagree with that. The level of defense that he plays, to be able to box out, be in position. How many times they found he was wide open underneath the rim and he's just not getting the ball? I think he's as unserious as he may look, as doofy. I mean, I say all these guys look doofy. But Mitchell Robinson, the way he blocks shots on the perimeter inside the paint, to say that he's not cognizant of what's going on, I think he's super cognizant of what's going on, and that's part of the problem. Like, why should I get a better free throw shot if you guys ain't even trying to look for me? And you're trying to even dump the ball. I'm not saying create the first, second, third option on the play. He cannot be any of that. That would be ridiculous. But if the play's breaking down and there's he's the guy that has to set screens when he's out there. He has to do that. And nobody sets a screen better than Mitchell Robinson on the team right now. So he should be fed somewhat, be able to dive, when he dives to the basket. And when Brunson was on the floor and Carlton Towns threw him that pass, I would like to see more of that. And if he repeats it, then damn, we would see more of this. I want to see more of this, because now you can't do the hack and mid shit, because even if you do the hack and mid shit, it's over. Steven Adams gets hacked. That shit don't matter. He's still a dominant defensive dude. Mitchell Robinson's a dominant defensive player. So if only we could ask Mitchell Robinson the real question on ball to his face. Does anybody have the cojones to ask him that?
So if I met him, bro, you missing them shits on purpose or what? I'm going to play. He gonna say yes or no. But what Flea just said, it kind of proves my point of what I was saying earlier. Mitch don't get the respect and the props he deserves. And I'm pretty sure he feels like that. Like I said, when we have Knicks Rehab, we have all these other Knicks platforms, when you have the fans, when you just have, the networks, when we talk about how good the Knicks is, it's only a few names that we hear. Mitch's name is never heard. And I don't care what nobody say. He's a human being and he has a right to feel some type of way. Because like I said,
What the fuck? What do you want, OG? You want this nigga celebrated like he's Brunson? What do you want? What do you want? How do you want people to talk about
him to get the prop. I want him to get the props he deserves.
From who?
From everybody. Everybody, Flea. Everybody.
We see how valuable he is, hence why we've been kicking this nigga back in for 4 years. So why are we acting like we don't understand how valuable he's been? Now he's finally in a mode where we can rely on him. We know he's not going to play back-to-backs, but he's finally in a mode that says, yo, we can rely on Mitch to do his job. Now, after 20 games, you want this nigga's face on the back of the page, back of the paper? I'm confused. The nigga gets his just due, OG. Like,
no, he don't.
He gets his
no,
just
he don't.
due.
Flea. No, he don't.
Gets his just due. For a nigga that don't stay on the floor, yo, if I don't see this nigga at work, and now all of a sudden the awards come out, and you want this nigga
Flea,
to get a participation award because he works with me, I don't ever see. He calls out. He's on FMLA all the time. Every time I turn around, somebody's dying in his family.
He's playing this season.
He's never at work, but
You're
now
wrong.
He's playing, and you want me to pat him on his back for doing his job. Get the fuck out of here. He's doing his job. Good.
We pat everybody else on their back.
He said, yo, Mike Brown be giving out Tims. Nah, Mike Brown said, let's give the Tims to Huck Porty tonight for his verticals. There's no way Huck Porty. No. There's no way. See, that's we got to stop. There's
How
no
many
way
times?
Please stop. There's no way Huck Porty's getting a pair of Tims 2 times this year. Huck Porty is getting props. He should never get Tims over Mitchell Robinson. Ever. I don't care if Mitchell Robinson having a bad game. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo.
That's your problem. Now y'all niggas is gassed.
No. I'm saying
for 2 months. Like, be cool.
I'm saying if we are hyped because Mike Brown is giving props to Huck Porty and these guys, he's giving them minutes. He's showing them some sort of like, this is how you get confidence. This is an opportunity for you. Mike Brown's the one who said there's no way we shouldn't have 3 lob attempts per game with Mitchell Robinson before the season even started. And we saw it in the preseason when Clausen got it to him, and we see it in game with those guys. So it's not just a pat. Forget the pat on the back. That's not what we talk. Because AllBall's going crazy with the thinking they're not giving the ball purpose.
We pat everybody else on the back.
But the pat on the back to me gotta be the lob something for him, even if he doesn't get the ball. Something where he's showing and you show some sort of effort to show that he's involved on the offense because he wants to be a part of this thing. He's tired of looking at the box score and seeing 4 points, 25,000 rebounds. We will all be sick of that shit. That looks nuts. I got 7 digits on the rebounding scale, and I'm stuck on single digits with the points. When I know, yo, you could have handed that off to me. I don't know if he's vocal enough. I don't know if he feels comfortable enough.
That's resulting into wins, and that results into us winning the championship. I'm pissed off because, yeah. All right. Okay. Mitchell Robinson is Akeem Olajuwon now. The fuck out of here. Okay.
I mean, but this is the point. Hold on, Flea. But this is the point I'm making, and this is how everyone feels about Mitchell Robinson and him being a human being. Sit back and go, look how much we glazed Josh Hart, right? They fine and dandy. But once again, a guy like Mitchell Robinson can have the right to be like, yo, I'm playing hard pause. I'm the best rebounder, I'm the best offensive rebounder in the game. The other night, if I'm not mistaken, they said a stat where because of Mitchell Robinson, we got 28 points. That's all for his offensive rebounding. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm just saying, I don't want to argue or fight, but we cannot glaze everybody, but then we never glaze Mitchell Robinson. And I'm not saying us, Flea. I'm just saying the masses. All I'm saying is when I hear and see all these podcasts, when I see the networks, when I see everybody talking about the Knicks and how important the Knicks is, nobody brings up Mitchell Robinson. They bring up everybody but Mitchell Robinson. In my opinion, people are wrong because without Mitch, we've all agreed if he's not healthy, without Mitch, we don't have a backup center, and we damn sure ain't winning. So for me, I think he has a right to feel like, yo, hold up, part of the game. Yeah, I know I'm injured. I'm not playing back to backs. I know my minutes is limited, but look at what Mitchell Robinson did in that Philly series. Came back injured, and we all agreed him not coming back in that series, we may not win that series. So for me, I just feel like Mitchell Robinson's name gets left out when it's talking about how great the Knicks are and how we have this great team and we're ready for contention. We bring up a lot of names, and Mitchell Robinson's name always gets left out. And I just feel he may feel some way about that, whether it's right or wrong.
Knicks Rehab has been discussing.
Flea, this is the same guy who wanted him traded in July.
Knicks Rehab has been discussing the absence and how valuable Mitchell Robinson is for the last 3 years.
And said not us, Flea. I said not us. But you can't do that. I said not us.
Okay. But I'm just like, so what you want? Them not. Yo, listen.
Flea, I'm not saying us. We talk real ball.
Them other niggas ain't.
Hold on. I think part of that is the fact that whoever else you got as a defensive player of the year candidate or defensive dude, somebody who would rebound like that, they say it's the first time somebody averaged more offensive rebounds than points in a season since Dennis Rodman. And that's how that came up the other day, Flea. The reason why he's not going to be talked about like this, we saw Charles Barkley say, oh, damn, it's Moses Malone. We talk, everybody talks about him, but it is the missing games factor. There is a lot to him that we can shoot at him about, like, yo, Flea's been saying this since the summertime. I'm sick of him. If he ain't gonna play 70 games, I don't want to hear about him. So a part of Flea's disgust is this. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.